Most years, it is a complete mystery who is racing which coast in the 250 class, but 2024 is shaping up to be a bit different, with some riders and teams publicly naming their coasts well in advance, and even those that haven't have provided a clearer picture. Let's take a look at which 250 guys are lining up at Anaheim 1 and which will be held to the other coast, and this edition of RotoMoto React brought to you by O'Neill. Starting at the top, let's talk about the Contenders. Notably absent from this list is Hayden Deegan. The 2023 SMX World Champion is scheduled to forego the West region and instead line up the first week of February in Detroit instead. That leaves 4 clear-cut favorites and former race winners looking to duke it out for the West Coast supremacy, and all 4 are with different manufacturers. Up first, of course, is RJ Hampshire. This is Rick's 11th year in the 250 class, 10th year racing Supercross, but surprisingly, only his 3rd time racing West. RJ finished last season 2nd behind Jet Lawrence, the only rider within 67 points of the 18, finishing runner-up behind Jet 6 times last year, and the only one to beat Jet straight up in a West Coast single main format. This has to be the year that the veteran gets it done. It feels like it has been Joe's year every year these past few seasons after breaking into the scene in 2019 and finishing 3rd in points in his very first foray in professional Supercross. But the Japanese star has had issues staying healthy as of late. With Jet and Hunter pointed out of the class, Joe moves over to be their teammate under the HRC 10 and mounted on the color he broke into the pro ranks with. Shimoda outdueled Hunter Lawrence for 2nd in the 2022 outdoor season and finished runner-up in the 250 SMX playoff last year behind Hayden Deegan. Can this be the year the 30 keeps it all together and turns 2024 into the Joe Show? Pro Circuit Kawasaki loses Joe, but went out and got another young hotshot in Levi Kitchen, who looks to finally add himself into the title picture. The newly minted career number 47 finished 3rd behind Jet and RJ on the West last year, taking a Triple Crown victory with 4.22 race scores, but has yet to actually take the checkers in a Supercross main event. Kitchen finished 3rd in combined SX and MX points behind Hunter and Hayden, but did not beat RJ straight up in a race that didn't involve one of them going down, so Levi needs to take really big steps forward to leapfrog the first 2 mentioned. And finally, Levi's former squad mate Nate Thrasher. The Tennessee added a 4th Supercross win to his resume in 2023, albeit a Triple Crown win where he finished 2-2-3 in Arlington. Nate had some trouble staying off the ground in 23, but did manage to finish runner-up to eventual East champion Hunter Lawrence 3 times. His 4 career race wins clearly shows that he has the pace when he gets starts, but unfortunately it is the races where he is in the back of the pack early that have haunted Thrasher, and the new number 57 needs to clean those results up if he wants to contest for a title. His teammate Jordan Smith does not find himself in the title conversation often, but I would be remiss not to mention him right after the other 4. Jordan finished 4th on the East Coast despite a disastrous Detroit that saw him crash out of both the heat and LCQ and missed the main entirely on a factory bike. Do not forget that Jordan is a 3-time race winner and would have had an easy title in 2017 if not for a silly late race crash that opened up the door for Osborne and Savachi to steal the show at the finale. Jordan is running number 31 this year, and if he could replicate his first moto from the LA SMX round at A1, he will be a hell of a force to be reckoned with in 2024. Other notable riders slated to line up in Anaheim is race winner Garrett Marchbanks for Club MX Yamaha and his teammate Phil Nicoletti. In addition to Kitchen, Pro Circuit will be bringing out new signing Maximus Voland. 3 factory rookies will make their Supercross debut in January, including TLD Gasgas's rider DiFrancesco, Star Racing's Nick Romano, and Red Bull KTM's Julian Beaumer. Team Solitaire Yamaha will bring back Robbie Wageman to pair alongside Cole Thompson for the West Coast. Talon Hawkins finds himself on a new team with AEO KTM after debuting with Rockstar Husqvarna last year. Mitchell Oldenburg returns for the Moto Concepts Honda squad. Max Miller and Anthony Bourdon will be aboard Bar X Suzuki's, and Joshua Varese will be aboard an AJE Gas. In addition to Deegan, we look to see Faulkner, McAdoo, Vial, Anstey, Lopes, Jeremy Martin, Styles Robertson, and the debut of the new Triumph Factory team with Jalik Swoll and Evan Ferry for round 5 in Detroit at the beginning of February. As always, this list is subject to change. Late injuries are always a part of the sport, and it is likely to happen again, so be sure to subscribe to RotoMoto for more breaking news and analysis as the season rolls on. Thanks as always for watching RotoMoto. My name is Donnie. Keep it pinned to the weekend.